Hey guys, before I begin, let me get my emotions out. Um, so I just want to thank everybody for all the wonderful love and support that you've sent to my bestie. She meant so much to me. We grew up together. Started off in the same like Islamic community, and then our friendship just blossomed from there. We were just like inseparable, and this she a lot of people say she's like a sister, but I almost want to say even better than a sister because sometimes family can clash, but she was my confidant. She was also just so nurturing and just a nurturing person in general. She is the type of person that has stopped in a thunderstorm or a snowstorm to see a single mother pushing her stroller and or sitting at the bus stop and be like, where you live? Like, you're not gonna be waiting out here. Come get my car, and taking them home. And another unusual thing that she's done is she's always been the one to do wellness checks for her friends at work, or just in general. Like, she's like, okay, so and so's not answering my text. They're not answering my phone. Anybody heard from them? After a couple of days, this is it's so weird. It's happened a couple of times. That she has been the one to go to somebody's house or call the police to go to somebody's house to, be like, check on them. They're not answering their phone, and she was just an amazing person. Cancer rising. For any Cancer risings out there, give y'all a little shout out, Gemini. Um, so I love my bestie, and I just want to thank you guys again, and just give a little bit more of a tribute to her before I begin. And one last fun fact: she gave me this particular crystal. Excuse me, it's got the universes in it and carved in it, so engraved in it. So I don't know where she got that from. I think it was something popular that was like being sold on Instagram at one point. So that's all, but not really. I could talk about her on and on, but thank you guys for listening. And I'm gonna stop this and then go ahead and start the reading. It's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or could it be deck number 3? Is your story or message here in deck number 3? All right, so I hope you guys have made your selection. And we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, okay, the Emperor, overall energy, strength, the Fool, and the Empress. All right, so I kind of feel like, obviously, like money definitely could be the focus for you guys. Your finances, having stable income, and then just kind of surrounding yourself with people or things that you value. I feel like you're placing a lot of value on, different things this coming week. And if you do come into some money, I feel like you're not going to just blow it. I feel like you're going to try to figure out how to invest it. What should you put your money into? And I feel like you're going to be doing your research and maybe dividing up how you're going to distribute your money. So I feel like you're wanting to make logical decisions, practical decisions. And I feel like you're very focused. I feel like you're taking a lot of things very serious. Also, like your health, I feel like that could be something that's pretty important to you, or a strong focus for the coming week is about your health. Maybe you're wanting to get your health in order or sustain the health that you have. Maybe you're celebrating health. If you are on any type of medications, I feel like you're, being very routine with it. I feel like you're establishing some sort of routine too. It's like you're trying to get into the habit of doing something. So I feel like you're picking up some sort of good habits or practicing some sort of good habit. You look as if you're also resisting temptation, especially if you feel like you overindulged over the holiday, like you had a good time. And you've enjoyed and a lot of pleasures, and now you're kind of like, okay, no more. It's time to hold back. It's time to say no. So I feel like, maybe you're trying to prepare yourself and not be tempted by any type of distractions that's gonna, throw you off. As far as relationships, I feel like you guys are thinking about stability, long-term goals. If you're in an established relationship, I feel like you guys are being very structured with your relationship. And, I feel like you're doing things to sustain some sort of solid foundation between you guys. I feel like there is commitment coming from both ends. You guys also could be business partners, or you conduct your relationship like a business. I was getting real estate too for somebody. I don't know if you and your partner are getting ready to invest into real estate, purchase up some land. Maybe you guys are wanting to flip houses together. I feel that you and your partner are both very independent, but you're working together like a team. You also could be working with family, or your coworkers are like extended family. It also could be that you meet someone through family, or like a family member's trying to hook you up or introduce you to somebody. And yeah, if you're single or dealing with a relationship, could be dealing with anybody. But I have Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Yeah. Now, if you are spending a lot of money, or if you're getting ready to make some sort of a big purchase, I feel that it's a good investment. I feel like whatever it is a good investment. I feel like your money is going to grow. You still might have to be patient, but I feel like something is meant to be for the long term anyway. If you're making any type of investments, it's not supposed to be for a quick return. It's supposed to be for long term. Now, it's possible too, some of you are receiving some sort of inheritance. I'm getting something about inheritance in the family tree. You could be receiving an inheritance. Could be a settlement too, but I feel like it's something that's coming from a family member. And then I'm also getting something inherited from a family member. Like maybe you realize that you've inherited a family member's gift or business. If it's something more minor, it's still things that you value. Maybe you receive somebody's special coins. You might be looking through the coins trying to figure out if they're worth anything. Like, man, this coin is from 1800. Like, should I keep it or pawn it? You might be looking, trying to figure out if it's better to keep it or sell it. You also may have inherited any type of family heirlooms. Yeah. So, like I said, it's like you're really focused on values. Now, if you are normally someone who is like a loner, something may be going on where you're needing to prepare yourself to be out in the public more. Maybe you're going to be doing more public speaking or events, or maybe your new job requires you to be more social. So yeah, if you're normally a loner, it seems like you're going to be interacting with the public more. And then also career-wise, there is a strong possibility that you could be getting some sort of a raise. Yeah, you could be getting some sort of promotion or a raise. Something about the family tree is really sticking out. You might be trying to find out where you come from. You could be working on a really big project for work as well. You also might find out that you have like a famous name or family member, or a relative contributed to some sort of establishment. Like they were one of the bricklayers, or like they had a hand in some sort of establishment. I don't know, maybe you find out you're related to JP Morgan, or John Baptiste Point du Sable, who knows? Like something could be going on where you find out that your family was involved in some sort of establishment. Maybe something is, you're at the museum and of natural history, or the art museum, and you realize that so-and-so's display is your family members, so something significant could happen with that. also could be having some sort of anxiety if you are about to start some sort of big position. I also feel like you are channeling your anxiety into your work, and it could potentially, you know, pay off or turn into some sort of career for you. Maybe you initially just started something as a habit, or because you were nervous, or you just didn't know what to do with yourself. So whatever it is that you started to do to relieve your nerves actually is going to earn you a pretty decent living. Now, it's also possible that your family could be growing or extending, or maybe someone is coming to visit. I'm getting something about a family member that was known for being fast for whatever time period that was. They were known to be fast. I'm seeing you be rewarded with patience, or rewarded for your patience. If you are a writer or an artist, I feel like somebody wants to pay you for your work, pay you to do something. Especially like an artist, I'm getting something like about commissioned to do some sort of a painting or a mural or something. If you do have an interesting upbringing, it's possible that someone wants to make a story out of it, but you might be worried about airing your dirty laundry, or how the family would feel about it. Somebody also could be interested in publishing your journals as, a memoir. I feel like there is future stability for you if you don't already have it. I feel like something is blossoming. I feel like maybe you were sitting on a gift or a talent, and I just kind of feel like whatever that is starting to blossom. I feel like somebody might be getting ready to get a job transfer. It could also be to another state. Okay, so someone is coming off as protective and wanting to take care of you or protect you. It could be an overprotective father or father figure. If it's a love interest, this person is wanting to be the breadwinner, wanting to be the head of the household, the provider. So they're kind of old-fashioned, and they want someone who appreciates that old-fashioned mentality. So I feel like they want someone who is traditional. They're like, I want somebody who, you know, it could be a man who wants someone who is like a housewife, you know, and that is just his ideal type of person. Matter of fact, I'm also getting an age gap in a relationship. Career-wise, if it is romantic, it does seem like maybe your superior is interested in you and may be planning on asking you out. If it's not romantic, then your superior just, they really like you and they really like the work that you're doing. They might give you tips, or it seems like they're watching all the time, but they really do admire you. Yeah, it's possible that you're going to receive some sort of recognition or reward. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 2. Do I have time? Let me see. All right, we have the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, the 7 of, I believe this is 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, Page of Swords, overall energy, the Sun, renewal, and the Dreamer. Okay. So it seems like you are being set on a new path. Yeah, it seems like you're being set off on a new path. Or it's kind of like you're getting some sort of second chance. There's some sort of renewal going on with your life. And I kind of feel too like you've recently been released from some sort of restriction. It's like maybe something was holding you back, and you've been released or set free. And so I kind of feel like now that you're released from some sort of restriction, what do you want to do? Are you going to do this or are you going to do that? What about that thing that you always said you were going to do? This is an opportunity to pursue your dreams. Maybe people thought you were foolish or didn't take you serious when you said that you were going to do this one day or do that one day. But I do feel like there is an opportunity for you to pursue those dreams or for that to become a reality. And then it still seems like something is being resurrected or coming back to life. And that could be your spirit. It could also be something that you just didn't think that was going to happen. A situation, a person, a relationship, just a situation that you thought was lost or gone or over. And it's like, no, it wasn't over. It was just resting. And I kind of feel like whatever that situation is, is coming back to life. So likely just in a mundane sense, I feel like you're going to hear from somebody from the past. It doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe you put in a job offer and never heard anything, and then all of a sudden, here they go calling you up. But yeah, I feel like something you thought was over is coming back. I do feel like you're going to be, happy or optimistic about whatever it is that's going on in your life. You might even find yourself getting like a lot of recognition or attention as well. Now, somebody does not want to acknowledge you or your accomplishments. I don't know what's going on, but it kind of seems like maybe there's a lot of people, it could be multiple people celebrating you or praising you, but it's just this one person who is kind of like refusing to acknowledge you. Or if they do, they're kind of like, what are those fake compliments? Something that's just kind of like, was that a compliment or an insult? So I don't know. You have to look out for the haters. And I also see that, that could be showing you that you are stepping into success, because now you have a hater or somebody who just does not get you and feels the need to tell you that they don't get you, even though you didn't ask. Now, somebody also, they could be doing something for attention, but I feel like something is miscommunication. Somebody could be doing something petty for attention. Maybe this is their defense mechanism. They don't know how else to get attention. This is how they normally respond to certain things. I do feel that maybe somebody's going to apologize if they said or behaved a certain type of way. Or somebody who's been acting distant or cold will eventually open up and express something to you or let their guards down with you. I feel like maybe someone did not want you to see their vulnerable side. In a love situation, I feel like you have a soulmate around you. I feel like you might initially deny it or try to ignore it. But, you might come to the conclusion that this person is your soulmate. Or maybe they were the one being resistant towards you. Either way, I just kind of feel like both people start to come to that recognition. This is one of those situations where I feel like two people meet or start off on the wrong foot. Someone initially annoyed you or frustrated you. And then it's like, okay, they're not that bad, or they're growing on me. So yeah, I feel like something initially starts off on the wrong foot. I kind of feel too that you're going to have to be patient with something, like you're putting your intentions out there, but you're going to have to kind of take a step back and wait for your intentions to manifest, or preoccupy yourself so that you're not just like focusing on that one thing to manifest. I'm also getting that you're needing to view a situation objectively before making a decision. You might find yourself getting emotionally confused about some things. Or you're becoming over emotional and unable to see something clearly at some point. Something might end up clouding your judgment. Initially, I feel like something is very clear and apparent, and then it gets muddled. That might be happening with dreams as well. Like you're having all these big reveals in your dream, but then when you wake up, everything just seems like muddled or like it didn't make sense. So try your best to hold on to your dreams if you can. Spiritually, you might see something that looks like an orb. Maybe you capture it in a picture, maybe you see it out the corner of your eye. But I feel like you might witness or see orbs. Yeah, you guys might start to receive a lot of messages or confirmations, synchronicities. I feel like there's like a messenger around you. And maybe you don't believe it initially, but I do feel like you have some sort of spirit or messenger around you. You might even experience some sort of good angel, bad angel, or angel demon situation. You hear something whispering to you over here and then something whispering to you over there. And you're like, what am I going to do? And then that's when you have to kind of like look at everything objectively. Take your ego out of a situation before you make your decision. Make sure that you aren't wasting money or just blowing it on foolish things. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Leo, an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Yeah, be careful how you spend your money. Try to hold on to it. And also, I don't know why I'm feeling like somebody is trying to sell you on something. But I feel like you need to get some more information or do some more research before you take your money and give it to this person. Somebody definitely could be sending mixed signals with you. You also might have to watch what you say or catch yourself, especially when it feels like you just want to go lashing out on some things. Like, hold on and process what you want to say first, especially because something could be some form of miscommunication. Especially, like when you send a message to somebody and the response, when you read those responses, sometimes they come off so offensive or just wrong. You just have to kind of be like, wait, before I respond back with an attitude, let me make sure this is what this person meant. So yeah, take a minute to think about what you want to say before you say it. Something else I was just getting from here. Don't pay attention to certain people at work or in a workspace either, because like I said, you got somebody that is, I don't know, they're being envious of you. They could be saying like sly remarks, just saying like little petty things. And initially I was getting like you having clarity and some sort of blockage being removed. But it does look like you end up hitting another snag, or you feel blocked. That blockage, though, might be coming from self-doubt or you taking too serious what somebody said to you when you just need to take it like a grain of salt. Somebody maybe has a way with words that can really get into your head. Somebody might be trying to talk you out of something that you want to do too, because like I said, they don't believe in you or they don't get you, or because they don't think it's going to happen for themselves. They don't think it can happen to anybody else. So just be cautious about that. There could be some kind of rivalry going on between people. I feel like somebody ends up feeling rejected in some way. Trying to figure out why this person's feeling rejected. It could just be that somebody is expressing to you how they felt or how you made them feel rejected. I also feel like maybe somebody is being friend zoned and feels some type of way about it. Somebody doesn't get why you don't like them because they're like really attractive. But it doesn't have to be just about looks. It might be their personality. Or they might not just be your type. Even though society is like, that's my type, you might feel like, well, not mine. In fact, I do feel that if someone is in a spotlight and is normally seen with a certain type of person, that they need to be more secure in what they like, because they might like somebody who is not normally their type, and is more concerned about getting teased for it as opposed to just embracing what they like. Now, something is making you lose faith, possibly. Maybe something just seems like it's taking too long to manifest. I feel like somebody's becoming discouraged. It also could be that if someone was getting ready to approach you for whatever reason, they start to feel discouraged, like you're going to reject them. But I feel like something is taking a long time to manifest, where initially you were optimistic and then you start to lose hope. I'm also getting something about someone's garden is dying. Someone does not have a green thumb and needs help. Okay, someone is trying to resist temptation or getting involved in a secret affair. Yeah. So if this is a love situation, someone has been sending mixed signals, and I feel like maybe this person, one minute they're giving you attention, the next minute they're not. And I feel like somebody is either in a relationship or they keep going back to the same person. But I feel like they're already in a relationship. And this is why they keep friend zoning you, or maybe you're doing this to somebody because you're in a relationship. But I feel like somebody keeps being pushed away. I feel like you are trying to avoid someone because you just feel like this is too tempting. If this is not about relationships, it's just still indicating that there is something that is trying to tempt you and you're trying to avoid temptation. Be careful of hanging with people who are always miserable, because I feel like this falls in alignment with the saying that misery loves company. Kind of feels like you're also trying to set boundaries with somebody. That might be why you're also avoiding someone, or someone's avoiding you. Spiritually, I feel that you're being visited by spirits. Some are good, some are not. I feel like maybe there's a mixture of spirits around you. And some of them you're having to fend yourself from, ward off. I feel like you're going to have to ward off some sort of negative energy. Even if you are like, some sort of antenna for these spirits, and they normally come to you. Something's going on where some of everybody's trying to come through. It's just like you're a magnet, and you're attracting both low vibrational spirits and then more positive or high vibrational spirits. So make sure that you are protecting yourself, that you're clearing your room or your home of any type of clutter. Be careful of what you bring home from a thrift store. You want to make sure there, I don't know, sometimes that energy just comes along with something. So be careful of what you're bringing home. Yeah. Because spiritually, I feel like there's both negative and positive spirits trying to come through. Now, I also get that someone who, somebody that you dealt with in the past is trying to come back. But I feel like you need to set boundaries with them. This person might, on the surface, come off as if they have changed. But once you start interacting with them, you might feel like this person is still not good for you. Okay, I see someone hinting that they're interested. Yeah, they're only hinting, which also can come off as miscommunication because you don't recognize it as flirting, or maybe you don't take it serious because you're like, oh, they just said hi to me. Like, why would I think that they were interested? But they were like, did you see how they said hi to you? No, I didn't. You know, so something's going on where maybe someone is needing to be more direct in their approach. Even if in their mind it's more than a hint, to you it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I think they were just being nice. Like, it's just hard to read. Now, I do feel like maybe somebody is going to give you a heartfelt message, or somebody might invite you to something, or give you some sort of invitation to something. Could be work related too, like you're invited to apply for something, or somebody put in a good word for you at their job, and you could be invited to an interview or something of that sort. There's also a strong possibility that you could get invited to work in the industry or the creative field. Maybe someone has had their eye on you, or they've seen your work before, read your work, and they might invite you to something. But it seems like maybe, like, in a sense, like a collab, or just like at least to pick your brain to see if you would be a good fit to work together with them. So be looking out for some sort of invitation. And I feel like it could help boost your career. All right, so I'm going to come right back. All right, so I am back with deck number 3. We have the Six of Wands. Came out reversed, but I'll look into that. The Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man, Justice, overall energy, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Okay. So I'm getting something in regards to blocked energy, especially since that Six of Wands came out reversed. Okay, you may have been torn or indecisive about something. And I feel like whatever's going on, maybe you decided to leave a situation. I kind of feel like Spirit has been wanting you to push yourself or move outside of your comfort zone. But then whatever happened, I don't know, it's kind of like something got stuck or something is suspended or in midair. So I feel like whatever's going on, maybe you were in the middle of pushing forward, but now I feel like you're unable to move forward for whatever reason. Maybe you don't have the support that you need to move forward with something. Maybe you started on a passion project, but it's been delayed. Maybe you changed your mind about something. I do feel like maybe you're needing to put things into perspective or see things from a different perspective, or you need to think outside of the box, like something's going on, something has you stagnant. And it kind of looks like the same energy is getting cold feet. So it was something that you were confident in, and now you've got cold feet about it, or you're undecided. There's also a possibility that someone could be trying to stop you from having something, whether someone is using literal magic or spell work. But it also could just be that somebody is able to get into your head, twist your thoughts, or get you to change your mind about something. Boy, I feel like something is supposed to be moving forward, but it's just kind of stagnant. And it's an opportunity this here as well. I just feel like something is still here. It's just up to you whether or not you want to move forward with this opportunity. It's like you're in time out. It might be something that you're holding on to. Your beliefs could be holding you back. Or it's just something that maybe you aren't willing to sacrifice. You're like, I don't want to sacrifice this. So, maybe I shouldn't do this. So say for instance, you are, trying to move or relocate, but then you realize that if you relocate, that means that you have to give up, that commute to work, that quick commute. Maybe if you relocate, it's going to take a long time to get to work, and you're like, I don't want to do that. Do I really want to give up my short time commute? It could be anything, but it does just seem like something made you stop and think. If you were in a relationship and you were torn about staying or going, it's like one minute you decided that you were ready to leave, and then something happened where maybe the person convinced you why you should stay, why you should not leave them. You also might be the one that is trying to convince someone to stay or from leaving. Now, you also could be dealing with some sort of legalities. You might need a lawyer for something. It's possible that you might need to hire a lawyer. Or if this is about you signing any type of documents, I feel like you're being instructed to, your intuition is instructing you to, read thoroughly through the documents, make sure that you understand what you're agreeing to. I feel that there's going to be some sort of changes to an agreement. I'm hearing something about an addendum. So I kind of feel like there's some sort of documents that need to be rewritten or revised. Let's say you were in the middle of purchasing a home and, something was discovered in the contract or the agreement. Maybe after home inspections, something was discovered. And it's like, oh, do I still want to buy this home knowing that it has, asbestos? And so, maybe you have to go back and have something rewritten in the contract. Maybe you were getting ready to take on a job until you read the fine line and you're like, rewrite that. So I feel like some sort of adjustments need to be made before you can proceed. And I also feel like you're being told to proceed with caution. I feel like it could be anything, but whatever your situation is, I feel like things are just on hold for now. Like you've got some decisions to make. And you probably shouldn't make a decision until you have some sort of additional information. If you have to go to court for some things, it's possible that it's going to be, what do you call it? Like maybe someone has to be, when they call you back into court, I forgot, I can't think of what it's called right now. But yeah, it might be something where you have to go back to court, like no decision is to be made yet. It also seems that everyone needs to be on board before something can move forward. And maybe something is like a stalemate, or another person needs to come in to be like a tiebreaker. Depending on what this is, you might need an outside opinion for something. Yeah, it just really seems like your situation is just stagnant. I do feel that you are wanting to have peace in your situation. Like that's the main thing you're wanting, is for things to be peaceful. I just kind of feel that somebody had confidence to come forward. And then after something maybe somebody said, someone's influence, this person changed their mind. You could be dealing with a fire sign. earth sign or an air sign. If somebody was getting ready to get on a plane, they may have changed their minds. I don't know. Somebody said made them change their minds. Now, you also might realize that you have the power to kind of manifest certain things. Maybe you can manifest change or manifest opportunity. I feel like something is an illusion, or maybe you're realizing that time is an illusion. It's kind of making me think of, and maybe this is just something that you're watching on TV, but it kind of makes me think of like a magician that just kind of like freezes time. They're like, wait, and they snap their fingers and they go and do some things, make some sort of adjustments or changes, and then they snap their fingers back and then things pick up as if it never stopped. So I don't know, maybe you're just simply watching some sort of TV show, or maybe it's a real thing. Maybe it seems far-fetched, but maybe it's a real thing. Not as far as in that manner, but, you know, just you able to kind of change your mind and want to manifest something different. You're like, you know, maybe something was getting ready to manifest from your vision board and you were like, you know what, I don't think I want this anymore. Or maybe I should have added this to my vision board. And so before you set that intention out into the universe, it's like you stop and then you revise some things and then you put it out into the universe, and then the universe, like, it seems like listens to your request, or, you know, what have you. It does look like someone is doing something with candle work, literally. Now, as far as career, I feel like somebody maybe works in entertainment or has an opportunity to work in entertainment, but might change their minds. Somebody seems to be a good entertainer or a good performer. Someone is able to create like the perfect illusion or fantasy. Now, in a love situation, I just kind of feel like maybe you come to realize that something was not real, or that something was an illusion. I don't know what it is exactly, but you might come to realize that something wasn't real. Maybe someone's been pretending to have this happy relationship when they're really miserable. Something isn't as it seems. I also feel that the truth is being covered up or concealed. or hidden in plain sight more so. I feel like there is something that needs to stop or come to an end. Maybe you're trying to let someone go. It could also be you leaving a job, or there's an opportunity that opens up for you to leave a job. Something is just kind of saying that it's your decision. It's up to you. So I kind of feel that, you have an opportunity to change your situation or go on a different path. It's something having to do with like luck. I feel like it's fate and luck. It's like this opportunity is fated for you to do this, or something is destined for you to do this, for you to change something. I feel like things are also being revealed to you, like secrets or hidden truths. You might even find yourself going down some sort of a rabbit hole. There could be some sort of information that like is so interesting that you can't stop researching about it. I'm also getting something in regards to school. I don't know, if you dropped out of school at one point, you might decide that you want to pick that course back up. Or maybe something that you're trying to do, you're prevented from doing so because you don't have the proper documents. You might need to be cleared of something before you can move forward, like you're being stopped. And I feel like there's something that you need to take care of before you can go forward. You need permission to do something. If you're trying to travel, maybe you need a passport, maybe something expired, maybe you need your license. You might need to renew something. You also may have been getting away with something for a while, but now you're kind of caught, not in trouble, just like caught. Or somebody is like, oh, like that doesn't work with me. I don't know what you've been telling so and so, but no, I need this from you, or you got to turn this in or that in, or get this certificate, that certificate. So something's going on where I feel like maybe you could have gotten caught because you've been getting away with something. I feel like maybe you're needing to meditate or focus on some things. And it seems that something's going to be revealed to you through a dream. Seems like there's something significant about a fire sign in your life. I don't know if this person has been I don't know, someone's been fake, or someone's been, sending you evil eye, or someone's just been, painting some pretty picture, and you just find out that this person is not who they say they are. I kind of feel like something could be going on in regards to family as well. Like there is some sort of family secret that's going to come out. Maybe somebody's been holding something back. I feel like this person started to share something with you at first and then changed their mind for whatever reason. And if you dream, again, pay attention to your dreams, because a secret might be revealed to you that way. I feel like somebody's relationship is not what it seems. Somebody has been only glossing over things. They're selling you, an illusion about their relationship. Especially too if it's like a family member that you looked up to. I feel like something is not all pretty and perfect. In fact, somebody could be talking about divorce, and if so, you would be shocked. I feel like if somebody was written out of a will, they might be considered to be written back in the will. There may need to be forgiveness or peace made between a water sign and a fire sign. I kind of feel like two people can't see eye to eye or come to some sort of an agreement. I feel like somebody also does not want to do something or doesn't want to be responsible for something, but I don't know, they might have to. Like you might be asked to do something at work and you're like, I didn't really want to take on that responsibility, but okay. Or maybe you feel like you shouldn't be doing that unless that's your title, I'm sorry if your reading is kind of vague. Yeah, but again, all parties need to be involved or in agreement. And I feel like two people agree, but the third person doesn't. Which normally you'd be like, okay, this person's outvoted. But it just seems like everybody needs to agree. Maybe something requires 3 signatures. Or maybe someone needs a witness. It's like something can't be notarized unless there's a witness, a third person on behalf of the other person. Yeah. I mean, just overall, I feel like you guys are going to end up dealing with some sort of blocked energy. So it seems like you can't move forward with something. Either at your own discretion, like you changed your mind about something, it's your decision, or because something else is being requested. of you that you don't have or can't find or just refuse to submit. I don't know, but there's a delay or a blockage with your overall energy. The other thing is that, somebody might need to sign an NDA, but I still kind of feel like maybe someone is not wanting to, or I don't know. If you are shopping around for lawyers, just make sure that you talk to several before selecting one. Don't just go with the first one. All right, so yeah, those are the messages that I have for you guys, but hopefully some things resonate. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.